horse walks into a bar and nobody looks. The routine is the same each day, ever since the day he first showed up 8 months ago. They focus on their drinks, ignoring the clumsy clomping of hooves as they slowly and heavily draw near. Some swallow hard, others start to sweat. They hear him reach the bar and they don't dare to look. They don't acknowledge his upright posture and how he struggles with each step. They don't acknowledge his three-piece suit, the crude and custom stitches barely stretching over nearly a ton of meat. They don't acknowledge his butchered forelegs, lopped off at the bend and replaced with human hands. They only stare at their drinks, hoping to God he doesn't come to them. Praying. He scoots next to a stool and sits on the floor in front of the bar, meeting the harrowed gaze of the bartender as his suit fails to contain his frame. The horse sounds restless, agitated. His breath was ragged. He stares at the bartender with its massive black eyes. And when he speaks, it sounds like an old man being held underwater.
The usual,
the horse says. The bartender reluctantly nods, grabbing a polished glass from the bar and reaching for the top shelf whiskey. The horse looks around at the other patrons, who are still avoiding his presence with all their energy. They dare not look at his wispy, splotchy mane or his horrible, scarred hide. They only want to go unnoticed until he leaves. The bartender shakily pours 2 inches of whiskey and sets the glass in front of him. The horse eyes him for a moment, leaning over the counter slowly. The horse bares his teeth, large and yellowed incisors grinding together amidst the scoff of hot breath. He keeps leaning until one of his void-like eyes is an inch from his face. The next words spoken by the horse are whispered in a sinister tone, but everyone manages to hear.
How many weeks?
His tortured voice groans, and the bartender freezes. Everyone, including the bartender, shifts uncomfortably. He chews his lip for a moment, unsure of what to say. His pupils slowly dilate and he answers on command.
4.
The bartender says, tears streaming down both cheeks.
Good. Very good.
The horse seethes before picking up his glass of whiskey. The horse's pale, stapled-on hands touch the glass fondly, caressing it like a sacred chalice. The bartender returns to normal and everyone grimaces in what's about to come. The horse puts the cup in his mouth and chews, an explosion of whiskey and glass grinding against his oversized teeth. They flinch as he works his jaw, the sound of the glass shredding his gums and grinding into powder like nails on a rusted chalkboard. Without a word, the horse leaves, and the awkward silence slowly turns back like nothing happened. Everyone looks happy. Everyone except the bartender, who thinks of his wife at home, 36 weeks pregnant.